Another backpack, another day. What's up guys, Dan here at Coalcracker. Today we're going to be going over this beauty. This is the Mystery Ranch Saddle Pack. SATL stands for SOCOM Assault Top Loader, and that is the issued pack, or it was the issued pack for SOCOM for a very long time. So we're going to go over all the features, talk about it a little bit, and we're going to talk about, is it a viable option for survivalist bushcrafters and individuals who are looking to be more prepared. If you're looking for a pack, maybe this is it for you, or maybe not. All right, so I think if we start out with why I have the pack, that would make a lot of sense, okay? So that's where we're gonna start at. So if you watched my video a while ago, probably close to 8 months ago now, you saw I did a video on another Mystery Ranch pack. That one was called the Blackjack 80, and that is what they call a sustainment pack. So you need to understand that a little bit, because the sustainment pack in the military is the same as what we use in the world of survival and bushcraft and bugging out and all that stuff. It is a really big backpack that you keep all of your sustainment type gear in there. And what is sustainment gear? Well, it's going to be your sleeping equipment, hygiene equipment, food, long-term water preps, all those types of things, backup supply gear, everything that needs to go in your pack, that if that is all that you have, that is what you got. You carry that pack into the woods with you, and then you go out taking things from that pack. You go out and about to do your scouts and your recon or your trips. Literally same as bushcraft. So we take these big backpacks in, then we grab our haversack, fill it up to go out. We don't carry all the sleeping gear, we don't carry all the hygiene gear all day while we're out, and we return to camp. Same thing in this military realm spectrum of stuff. So I had that big Blackjack 80, and I took a course, and during that course we had to do that exact thing. During the day we were with our packs, but then at night and even into the evening you had to take a smaller assault pack, pack it out, and then go out on these like mini missions. So now with that said, the biggest complaint I had about the whole situation was the assault pack that I had, which was the Philby assault pack that comes with the USMC Philby pack system. It just wasn't big enough. There was always like one or two things that I either had to leave back behind or strap to the outside. And one of them big things was, of course, my helmet, because we were wearing NVGs. But for bushcraft survival, like, that's not really a thing. But I still felt like that those 3-day assault packs, they were just constantly like tapped out on room. And I'm probably the last person that fills backpacks to the brim, but with those I just kept filling them, and I never had enough room. So when I got back, I thought I need something a little bit bigger. So I did some research, and I was like, all right, well, SOCOM stuff, it's probably pretty good, let's look into it. And I found this pack, and I ended up getting it. So this pack is really a hybrid. All right, they call it an assault pack, but it is definitely bigger than a traditional 3-day assault pack. It's 56 liters, okay, and when you get it, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's not bad, until you start to fill it. This thing, you can fill and fill and fill. Lots and lots of room in here, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just saying if you have a very specific purpose that you feel like, hey, I'm gonna have to carry a lot of equipment with me, this might be it, because it's really between the assault pack and a sustainment pack. At least in my mind it is. So for me, in my specific purpose, especially having a family, I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna carry the extra food. I'm gonna carry the extra water purification stuff. I'm going to carry the extra sleeping equipment if there is any. I'm not gonna put that load onto my son and my wife. I'm just not gonna make them do it. So I need that bigger pack, but I need something that's still mobile, that I can still move around and function with and be fast and quick with. And that's where, I mean, it's just really fitting the mold. So let's go over the pack itself. So it is a top loader, so you can open up this top portion. It's buckled on. You can open up this top portion. The top portion is one big compartment up here, so I do have some stuff in here, but one big compartment, you can fit lots of stuff. I have all my rain gear and stuff in there. Again, this video is really not too much about what I have in it, it's more about the pack itself. The top does come off, so you can unsnap this thing, okay? If you would want to take it off for some reason and carry it along with you, I'm sure that there's some options here of things that you can do with it that I'm a little bit unaware of. You could probably clip it this way and wear it around your belt like a fanny pack. So cool overall. It does like it is. It's a top loader, so you can open it up like a traditional backpack from the top here. open that thing up and get down inside. But it also has the trademark Mystery Ranch zipper down the front, so it's accessible all the way up through here. You can get inside that very easily. Stuff at the bottom, stuff in the middle, and then stuff at the top. Now, before we continue on with this video, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Mira Safety. So today's sponsor is Mira Safety, clean air when you need it, like almost like on demand, okay? So when we think traditionally about something like a gas mask, right away our mind goes to like radioactive dust and all of this, and yes, these things can take care of that, but more importantly, from an emergency and preparedness type standpoint, being able to breathe clean air is extremely important. You see everything going on in major cities with civil unrest, tear gas, and things like that. If you're traveling with your family, even though you're inside your vehicle, if you would have to get out or if something would go wrong with your vehicle, having a way to still be able to breathe and move from point A to point B, super important. And then also, what really prompted me to want to share all this with everybody was just recently, like last year, those major wildfires in California. Also, there were wildfires in Canada like 2 years ago that we actually had some of the residual smoke down here in Pennsylvania. Being in a situation like that and having to breathe that in and not being mobile can, be deadly. So it's very important that you are prepared and you also prepare your family and friends, and Mira can help you get that done. Like I said, I own Mira products for years now, and they have so many different things that you can buy. They have from children respirators to adult masks, also even things for pets to keep your pets safe in case there was something going on that they can't breathe the air also. One of my favorite things though is this. I actually just bought 3 of these recently. So these are the kits. So this is the evac kit from Mira. This mask is the CM8M mask, okay? The kit itself, it comes with the mask, it comes with a filter, it comes with a holder for the mask, okay, so a drop leg, or you can take the stuff off of it and just have this so inside your vehicle so it's more low profile. You actually get water bottles because the Mira masks themselves, okay, they have hydration ports. You can upgrade them, that if you also want to put radio or comms inside with a speaker, you can do that. And then this kit itself, you get 2. So in my case, I made sure I had enough for myself, my wife, my son, and then if her parents or my parents were along with us also, so we have that. From a more technical standpoint, and if you're a shooter like myself, some things you're worried about. Number 1 is your field of view in this, and you can see nice big field of view with this mask itself. I remember when I was young, I always used to think like, why don't they have 2 air filters on? You only run 1 air filter at a time. The reason the second would be missing is so you can actually cheek your rifle if you would need to do something like that. So very, very important. The rubber itself, very high quality. And then the back of the mask, all right, isn't just straps, it has that whole head mesh system there, so it really fits well. The other thing with Mira is they are, if you don't know anything about this, you can go on their website, plethora of knowledge on there, or you can also call and they will help you figure out what you need for yourself and your family. So super excited to team up with them. I'm going to put a link down in the description. Check them out. Keep yourself prepared. Keep breathing. Clean air when you need it. Super important. It's something we overlook all so much. So thanks Mira for being today's sponsor. Click the link in the description, and now back to today's video. Now continuing forward with this pack, what you're going to notice is there are these 2 big external pockets right here. They zip and they are almost the entire length of the entire pack. All right, these pockets, I really like them. What I don't like about them is that how tall they are. It's very hard to stack gear in here because what happens is if you open it and you got to get the gear at the bottom, the stuff at the top's falling out. So although it's a really cool feature, I wish that they had like a divider maybe in them, or they were 2 separate zippers. That's the one thing I do think would be a huge benefit here, at least for what I do with it. On the outside, you have your compression straps to really tighten this thing down. You have your external open pockets here. With these, you can also tuck your waist strap back in. So if you don't want this, which I didn't have a waist strap on this for a long time, we'll talk about that when we get the suspension, it does tuck away, so it makes it way more slimlined overall with it. And then you have underneath, you have your strap. So if you wanted to put something like a bedroll underneath, or if you wanted to put something like a sleep pad underneath, it is there for you. Now on the inside of the pack, without having to spin this all around, there's two big long internal pockets, and then on the back side there's what they call the radio pouch. So if you have any kind of radio system, which that's not really a civilian application, it is there, but you can store other stuff in. It doesn't seal, it's just an open pocket design, but you can get to it if you're going to keep stuff in there like maps or hygiene equipment. The back section right here has a zipper that opens up. You can actually reach down inside. So I would say it's not something that I use all that much, but it's not hurting anything to have that feature there. Now on the back side, suspension wise, it does come with, they're called bolsters. They're these big foam things. You might have seen them on other videos or online if you see people using Mystery Ranch. What they are is for if you're wearing body armor, which most of us aren't going to be wearing body armor most of the time. It's going to offer support. It tucks against your body armor and doesn't let the pack wiggle all that much, and offers a little bit more support, which is important when I get to support overall. The harness system is comfortable. My favorite part of Mystery Ranch is the harness system itself. So to adjust the harness and the height, you do buy these packs according to your height. So that's one reason I go at Mystery Ranch a lot. I know my other videos people were like, they're just so expensive, but they make I'm tall, I'm super tall, I have a real long torso, so these fit me. Otherwise the waist belt's up around like my nipples, not good. But with these packs there's still adjustment in the size themselves, okay? So this is 21 to 24 inches. I don't remember off the top of my head what size that is, but when you open up the back, this plate slides out. It does offer some support, but it also cracks the Velcro, which I don't know if you'll be able to hear with all the wind, but cracks the Velcro, and that allows my harness, when this is in place, to slide up and down and adjust my torso length, and then you just slide this back inside, adding more rigidity in there, and then you are good to go. So that's a really, really cool feature. And then of course the hip belt. I had the hip belt off for a while, just because what I was doing with it, I was like, I don't have that much weight in, I really don't need a hip belt. But what I realized without the hip belt, without the bolsters on, I was getting a lot of this motion, side to side. For some reason it was like doing this when it was on my back, when I was hiking, especially like moving on uneven terrain. I re-added the hip belt after some time. It took the majority of that away. Now these bolsters I keep talking about, they're just uncomfortable for me. So I know some people leave them on even without body armor. I think they're super uncomfortable. I don't like them, so I don't have them on. And then there are carry handles here for flipping it up onto your back or just carrying it around overall. And then lastly, colors, it comes in coyote and it comes in multicam. So you have two different options there. I do believe that Mystery Ranch no longer makes this pack. I've looked online, I didn't see it on their website, but I have seen this on a lot of surplus sites, which is great because it is an expensive pack. The biggest downfall is the expense when it comes to these military style packs in Mystery Ranch. But again, I think somewhat you get what you pay for. I get it, they have big military contracts, they can jack the price up, and if we want it, we're gonna pay it. But overall, I think good pack, workmanship in it is just perfect. I mean, being a sewer myself, I look through it. I think it's pretty awesome that they can actually build a pack out like this. And like I said, it's that perfect mix for me. All right, so at the end of the day, is this pack for the survivalist, the bushcrafter, and the prepared-minded individual? So I think that it depends. I think it depends on you as a person. Number one, I think it depends on your size. If you're a bigger person like myself, okay, I'm 6'3", 240 pounds, so I'm a big guy. This pack fits me like an average assault pack fits most average people. So if you're like a 5'6", 5'7" size person, 180 pounds, 170 pounds, this bag is gonna look massive on you, and it's probably not gonna be comfortable. But when I put this on, it fits me really well. It looks like I just said, it looks like an assault pack on me. So I think for my size, it works really well. And secondly, I think if you're really looking for that that do-it-all style pack, that you can go longer, you can do a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out of it, but you can still like tighten it down, pack it down, and just carry supplies for a day or an overnight trip, this is going to be the pack for you. It's not that big big sustainment type thing, and it's not so small like an assault pack that you really have to pick and choose. You get the best of both worlds with this, and I can definitely vouch for it. So I wanted to do that. I love to share gear. I like to play with gear myself. So this is what we got. I'd also like to thank today's sponsor, Mira Safety. Definitely something to look into if you're in a preparedness mindset and you want to keep yourself and your family and loved ones safe. All right, and there you have it. So if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. You can also check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com for all our classic gear in our blog. Make sure you click the Mira Safety links down below to get yours today. And until next video, stay in the woods.